Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It's yours truly, Do Rock Creep. What's happening with all my people out there today? Welcome back to the round table, man. It is definitely a pleasure to be here with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It always is, though. You know what I mean? Like my days really ain't comfortable or flowing too regular, you know what I mean, without me being able to participate with y'all at this round table, man. You know what I'm saying? With something. But at the same token, keep in mind, we got to bring real content. You know what I'm saying? Real good quality stuff to y'all, man. I'm not just gonna present any junk to y'all at this round table. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we are here to figure some things out. We are here to discuss some stuff, kick it around all around this round table. You know what I mean? Everybody got a voice, so everybody opinion and all that shit matter. You know what I mean? So we just here to figure some stuff out that's going on in life. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things may make headlines. You know what I mean? But one thing for sure, we gonna bring it to this round table. We're gonna kick it around and we're gonna figure it out, man. Somehow, some way. But look, I don't want to hold y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really not gonna, make this no super duper long video, you know what I'm saying? But I am here, to bring a little bit of awareness as to what goes on in prison, you know what I'm saying, with Crips, Bloods, non-affiliates, you know what I'm saying? But the whole black community, period, bro. You know what I mean? Now look, I commend everybody that's in society, especially out here in California. You know what I'm saying? That is definitely pushing, for peaceful solutions and resolutions to situations. My hat is off to y'all, man, literally and figuratively. You feel me? I hope everybody that's on that journey continue to push for that, because who want to live in constant chaos and confusion? You know what I'm saying? People is losing people every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? This game is real. This game is real. People losing people every day, but you got to understand where that comes from. It comes from us not being able to sit down at round tables like this and figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being peacemakers, people look down on peace. People look at that as being weak. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't think it's being weak. Trying to find a peaceful resolution to a situation that could become explosive and toxic to a community, to a family. You know what I'm saying? To loved ones. You know what I mean? Your kids, your nieces and nephews. Why would you want to continue to pursue BS with all these people in mind? Because the same those that's out there that's pushing for all this aggressiveness and all that shit, and is basically turning down peaceful resolutions, is putting all their kids, nieces and nephews in harm's way. For what? For what? Then look, I'm not here to preach to nobody. I'm not here to preach to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. I'm just here to give some true testimony and a little bit of game to those of y'all that may not know what really goes on in prison. We do all that hardcore gang banging in the streets, in our hood, in these communities. We tear these communities down. You know what I'm saying? We destroy them, with our selfish rules of life in this gang banging world. You know what I'm saying? We do everything that we possibly can to build up our name and tear down our communities. Tear it down brick by brick while building up our names and our images, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of street cred, right? All of us have done that, you know what I mean, that call ourselves real gang bangers, real gang members, real gang participants, whatever the case may be. But we all have done that in the name of our name, in the name of our street gang, to put us up there on the level of respect, because you may see another gang getting down or doing some shit, you know what I'm saying, that you look at like, oh, okay, I like that, I admire that. You know what I'm saying? We need to start pushing over here like this. Matter of fact, nah, we go up the ante. And it just goes on and on and on. It's the same cycle. See, I think I'm qualified to speak on this topic because I've been a participant in all, putting in work, building the name, building the gang name. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole gang banging image. You know what I'm saying? On the streets, in jail. But really, it starts on the streets, right? We do all this shit in the name of our gang, building it in the name of building our name for respect and all that shit, right? But then we come to jail, you go to prison, and guess what happened? The reality check set in on you. You feel me? Because in prison, you don't have a gun to protect you. There's no guns in prison. So guess what ended up happening? All that beefing and all that shit that niggas was doing on the streets, and you trying to build your name and all this shit, all that is over with. Because the same nigga that you might have shot at is going 9 times out of 10 be in that same prison with you. And how things go in prison, bro. Niggas can't come in prison and say they gonna run their own program. You know what I'm saying? They not accepting no peaceful resolutions. They refuse to, be on the same yard with their enemies, they ops. That ain't how I go. Because guess what? If you come to prison and you think you bigger than the program, that program is gonna fold your ass. The whole entire program is gonna fold you. You feel me? You're gonna be a one-man army that's gonna be completely defeated. Your career is gonna be over. You know how many niggas I seen that thought they was bigger than the program, came to prison and got their head deflated, lost their life? That's facts. That's real shit. You feel me? So it don't happen. In prison, guess what? Crips and Bloods kick it together. Crips and Bloods hang out together, eat together, drink together, smoke together. You feel me? Play sports together, cards together, dominoes together. Crips, Bloods, non-affiliates, all that, bro. See, you don't have no gun in here. It's order. You feel me? And can't no one man, can't no you, and that's another thing, bro. Can't no one person step inside no jailhouse and say that they're gonna go against what's already been set in stone. It's just not gonna happen. But on the streets, I'm seeing constantly, you know what I'm saying, certain people, basically the younger generation that's out there that's in the field, you know what I'm saying that they not with peaceful resolutions. You feel me? They not with it. They would rather have the chaos. They would rather constantly put their kids, nieces, nephews, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers' lives in jeopardy. They would rather put their freedom in jeopardy. You doing all that shit out there on the streets and you saying that you don't want peace, only to come to jail and be a peaceful motherfucker. Either you're gonna be peaceful or you're gonna end up on a PC yard. Protective custody yard, SNY. There's a whole bunch of hard motherfuckers over there. There's a whole bunch of them. Well, at least they thought they was hard. And that's just the true fact, bro. That's the true fact. All these dudes that's beefing with each other and shit, you know what I'm saying? On the streets, you come to jail and be the best of friends. I cannot have a jail experience, a prison experience, you know what I'm saying, and be around all my ops and actually be cool with these niggas and then leave that situation and go back out to the streets and jump in the midst of, the bullshit. That's counterproductive and really is being fake because you turned down when you had no other choice to, when you knew that the tide would completely go against you. And you waited like a coward till you was able to get back out to the streets and pick that gun up and become hard again. That like, come on, bro. Do you make it make sense to yourself? That goes for young and old niggas. because you got some dumbass old niggas too. And to all the older dudes, you know what I'm saying, that has allowed their gangbanging career to falter, whether it be, you know, you got marked out or you a dope fiend or whatever, right? You got to look at situations like this. You got younger niggas that's coming up under you that's seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're not reporting into these young niggas and trying to bring something to the table to them that they can actually respect, then guess what? Of course they're gonna be like, man, I'm not trying to hear nothing you talking about. You a dope thing. You're not out here in the field with me. You're not out here doing nothing. You're not the nigga that just lost his homeboy that was with me right seconds ago. You a dope thing. You out at home somewhere and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not participating in nothing that pertains to this lifestyle. So how the fuck you gonna come to me and say anything? That's the argument that I get. I understand. You feel me? But to the younger generation, what y'all gotta understand, everybody ain't dope things. Everybody not turned down that's of age. Niggas done been through everything that you can possibly imagine. Everything. You feel me? Especially when you take that field trip to prison. Taking that field trip to prison? Do you not understand like the reality check that you get when you step behind the walls, bro? It's a cold ass reality check. It really is, because you would come in here and you would go in prison and you would see Crips and Bloods. You wouldn't be able to really tell them apart unless you're sitting there listening to them talk. You know what I'm saying? And you'll hear blood, 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 blood when they amongst their homeboys, but everybody is intermingled together. You hear Crip, 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 Crip. Everybody is intermingled together though. It's no disrespect. Respect is always at the forefront of everything in prison. Whether you a Crip dealing with a Blood, whether you a Crip dealing with a Serenio, whether it's a Blood dealing with a Serenio, whether it's a Blood dealing with a Crip, whether it's any one of those fractions dealing with a white boy or other, you name it. It's respect is at the forefront of everything, because without it, everybody knows what happened. It goes up. It goes up. I don't know if the younger generation is aware of all the prison riots that used to take place. A lot. People getting shot with mini 14s, niggas getting stabbed the fuck up. Do you know how many situations? I'm talking about hundreds of motherfuckers, bro. Hundreds. And these bullets is flying off these gun towers. You feel me? And niggas is out there just, it's a sight to see. But it's one that a conscious man would never want to be in. You don't never want to be in a position like that. But when you end up in a position like that and you fighting for your motherfucking life, guess what? You're not going to look to your right or to your left to see if it's a Crip next to you or to see if it's a Blood next to you. You know what I'm saying? You fighting for your motherfucking life. Side by side with Crips and Bloods and non-affiliates. I remember being in High Desert State Prison, sitting on the yard by myself at the Crip benches one day. And during that time, I say 90% of the Crips was on lockdown. You know what I mean? And just so happened I had made it out that day. And it was a few Crips, you know what I'm saying, that was sprinkled around on the yard that was out there that day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting on the Crip benches by myself. You know, everybody got their space on the yard. You got the Crip area, you got the Blood area, the Serenio area, the white boy area, and the other area, and the Norteños area. You know what I'm saying? Everything is pretty much sectioned off. You know what I mean? So I'm on the Crip benches in the Crip area, sitting by myself, chilling, and I'm looking around the yard, and it just looks strange. Now, when you do a lot of time in prison, you learn to read the environment real good, and you learn to read people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here and everything just seemed kind of off. But at the same time, in my head, I'm like, well, damn, all the homies is on lockdown right now. So, maybe I'm just tripping. But nah, I wasn't tripping because minutes after that, a riot jumped off. Mind you, I'm sitting there by myself and I'm looking and I see 5 people running at me, running towards me, right? But this is during the time when they had announced over the PA system that it was open line. But open line means you can go inside the building. When they say that, you can go inside the building, go get in the shower, or go back in your cell or whatever. You can leave off the yard. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only time you can go in and out the building. So they had called that right at that time. And as soon as they call that, I see these dudes running towards me. It's 5 of them, 5 Northaniels, 5 Northaniel Mexicans, right? Now, I'm tripping, but I'm not tripping because I had just heard what they announced over the PA. So I'm like, maybe they trying to run to be the first ones to get in the building and, get their shower situation out the way and whatnot, right? Man, hey. So as they got closer to me, now I'm seeing like hostility, you know what I'm saying, on their faces. How now that the run is different, how they running towards me. And then I see a knife in one of their hands. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look around. There's nobody else around me. As a matter of fact, the building that I'm sitting in front of, the door wasn't even open. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I realize that, and I see them coming, then I know what time it is. I jump up and just start swinging, fighting for my life, fighting for my life, fighting. Luckily, they didn't know what they was doing because they came swinging with their head down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just imagine this 5 of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just swinging, I'm hitting, I'm making contact, and I'm constantly moving, and I know not to fall, so I don't fall. You know what I'm saying? I'm just swinging. Bam. Before I know it, it's a Crip here, it's a Crip here, it's a blood here, it's a blood here, and we thumping. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm not by myself. What the fuck? And then it just pop off all over all over the rest of the yard. What they tried to do is they tried to target the blacks that was out there on the yard by themselves, or if it was like 2 over here, they'll send 4 over there at them. If there's 1 over here, well, I don't know why them 5 came at me, but it was 5. And the cool thing about it, the main dude that they shot caller, I knew him. He had just walked by. They was walking on the track. The motherfucker had just walked by and was like, what's up, Creep? I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? And I swear to God, seconds after that, bam, it jumped off. So it was pre-planned. It was plotted. But the whole moral of this story is, I look around at the end of it, it's Crips and Bloods. Side by side. You know what I'm saying? I found myself in them type of situations so many times over the years, man, in these different prisons. You know what I mean? I've dealt with some of everybody from everywhere. You feel me? I know some of everybody from everywhere. I've been in many gangster situations with Crips and Bloods and from everywhere, bro. So I can't have those type of experiences in prison and then get out. And that mindset that I developed over the years from being with these dudes and dealing with them and being cool, having cool ass relationships with them, leave that and then go back out here and pick up a gun like I'm still a young, dumb motherfucker that don't have any education and knowledge about what, okay, if I get caught for doing this, I'm going right back to this situation and I'm gonna have to be back cool with these niggas. That's fake shit. But that's the reality of this gang life. So I just want y'all to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Because for every reason that you throw out there to go against peaceful resolutions, there's 10 times more why you should. And a lot of times, them realities don't really set into you until you do some dumb shit, crash out, and you end up with a whole bunch of time, and you end up in prison, and your next door neighbor is a blood, or your next door neighbors from wherever you don't get along with from, you know what I'm saying? And y'all sharing soups and shit together. Y'all smoking after each other, drinking after each other, fucking with each other every day. Every day. You feel me? What y'all got to understand, bro, is this. I hope, you know what I'm saying? You're not looking at this like I'm trying to preach. This isn't really to change your mind on anything. A man gonna feel how he gonna feel, and he gonna stand on how he stand on what he believe, right? But think about the further consequences if you make the wrong decision, because the consequences don't just fall with you coming to prison and having to be around your ops and be cool with your ops. No, think about your kids and your mother and father, brothers and sisters that's gonna still be in society. You feel me? That's gonna be out there where your ops are still at while you're locked up, where they can have action to any one of your family members. You ain't even out there to help protect them. But you're refusing peace though. If your family was being threatened, would you refuse peace then? Because that's what they are. Their life is being threatened every time you say fuck peace. You feel me? So think about that. You think that you can't be touched? You think that people that you love can't be touched? Well, they can. Anybody can be touched. But nobody is bigger than the program. See, peaceful resolutions, man, is set in order for protection of your family, your kids. So they schools and shit won't be getting shot up, or you know what I'm saying? They trying to play outside or at a park or something, and niggas come by and shoot the motherfucker up because they shooting at somebody else. You feel me? That's ugly. That's ugly work. Come on, man. Think about that. All these bullets is flying. The bullets ain't gonna just keep hitting the gang members, bro. You feel me? You got some people that's very, very intent on getting a man if you do some foul shit to them or somebody that they really love or care about. So it won't stop with you. It ain't gonna stop with you. Just think about that, man. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to bring that to y'all. Like I said, I didn't want to make this a super duper long video. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely wanted to speak my piece when it came to the situation, because I've been saying all along, you know what I'm saying? A peaceful resolution is never off the table. You know what I mean? Never off the table, man. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't. Because I think about my family. I want them to be safe. I want them to be able to maneuver around without, you know what I'm saying, uh, uh, bullets flying at another nigga and they catch the stray. You feel me? People should be able to go where they want to go, bro, and not have to worry about that type of shit, especially now. And y'all got to think about this. Let me say this before I end this. You know what I'm saying? When the Southern Mexicans get out of prison, they don't get out with peace on their mind. They get out even more racist with more hate, and they feed that to the young constantly. They don't accept nothing less than that. They never will. When have you heard them speaking peace towards us? Initiate something big. It's just not going to happen, especially any of them getting out of prison. Our OGs is getting out of prison, man, and actually because we know better. We've been in war with these dudes in prisons. We know the blacks got to stick together in that motherfucker. Them, they already united. They already united. They preach hate in prison. Everything, they completely separated. You feel me? On these level 4 yards, that's how it is. You feel me? And can't nobody else tell me different. You know what I mean? The separation is there. They preach hate. They get out of prison. They don't preach peace. They don't want peace with niggas. You feel me? Oh, they'll take all the accolades for, doing our music. You know what I'm saying? Dressing like us, talking like they, yeah, they'll do all that. But peace, hell no. Hell no. They don't preach that. I have yet to see any of them do it. Have you? Bang the chat and let me know any of them that's preaching peace towards blacks and actually working towards that. You feel me? So that's why it's important for us to be united, not just in jail, not just in prison on no prison yards, but we take that mentality that we have from prison out to the streets, like I see a lot of OGs doing. They know better. Okay, we ain't always been able to give that certain information back to the young because niggas been cooped up in the prison systems for years. And thankfully and luckily, they let niggas out there. Niggas is out. Niggas is getting out. You feel me? So now they are able to give true testimony to you young niggas. And I hope and pray y'all find it within yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? To take some of it in. You don't have to take it all in. Take some of it in. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in consideration for yourself and for your family. You feel me? But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, man, because my background's starting to get loud as it so often do. But I love and appreciate all y'all for tapping into the round table. To all the new subscribers, thank you for choosing Swang Low Podcast. You know what I'm saying? To spend your time. I love and appreciate all that. You know what I mean? And to the new people that's joining us, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast show. Do Rock Creep. It's all free. You know what I'm saying? It's all free. We would love to have you. You're definitely invited, and you would definitely be embraced at this round table. Don't hesitate to speak up. If you have an opinion about something, man, bang the chat with it. You know what I'm saying? I always answer back. I love and appreciate everybody, man. To everybody that's out there, in traffic, y'all be safe, stay hydrated, love each other, appreciate each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Until the next time, triple gang.